Hello everyone, welcome to Leadership 101. Thank you for joining me today. Please feel free to subscribe, share, like, leave your comments. I would love to hear from you. So the leadership principle we're talking about today is leaders deal with wrongdoing. As a leader, it is highly likely, in fact, I'm saying that this is definitely going to happen. During the tenure of your leadership, you are going to have to deal with wrongdoing. This wrongdoing could happen in your constituents. You may have to deal with it in your constituents or even in yourself. However, it is important that you handle it. It's crucial that you handle wrongdoing. Handling wrongdoing enables you to map out the correct direction for yourself and for your organization. If you leave wrongdoing unattended, it could quite easily be taking your organization in the wrong direction. When you fail to deal with wrongdoing, your constituents could observe that and decide that you are either unwilling or incapable of dealing with the situation. And neither of those messages is going to reflect well on your leadership capabilities. So it's important that you deal with it. When you deal with wrongdoing, it will enable you grow as an individual, as a leader. Your leadership skills will grow, and so also will your constituents. They will grow because as a team, you are looking at the issue and agreeing on the right course of action. It takes courage to deal with wrongdoing because you have to manage the issue corporately, but you also have to manage the individuals and their emotional things to take into account. You have to be emotionally intelligent as well, because you do not want to just tear down the morale of your constituents, because you're going to need them to work with you to attain the mission and the vision for your organization. So it's important that you deal with those things. Why should you deal with wrongdoing? Because if you fail to do so, it could create resentment in the hearts of your constituents. They could decide that you do not have the skills to deal with the situation, and it could cause resentment in their hearts, which could lead to misapplied action. If people are looking up to you as their leader for direction, if they're looking to you to take action on a particular matter that has gone wrong, and they see that you are not doing anything about it, they could decide to take matters into their own hands. And if they do so, the outcome might not be one that is positive. It's important that you take the time to address the situation. Okay? When should you deal with wrongdoing? Number one, you have to think about proximity. If an issue occurs in January and you wait until December to handle it, then you have lost the opportunity for impact, because when people have observed it in January and nothing happened until December, by the time you take action in December, most people will not be able to link the action steps that you were taking in December to the issue that happened in January. And so in their minds, the issue was never dealt with, although you did deal with it, but you dealt with it at a later date. So I suggest that you take proximity into account and that you deal with things as they occur, so that people are able to identify the issue and also identify the action steps that were taken and link the two together. The next P I want you to consider when dealing with wrongdoing is proximity. Well, I said proximity, is privacy. Some leaders try and deal with things in a public way and go for public embarrassment and public shaming, but that's not the best way to deal with anything. You should take people aside. You should deal with things privately. You should handle things the way that you would want to be handled if you were being handled by your own boss. So deal with individuals and deal with issues privately, and then take action steps to rectify any wrongdoing that may have been done, still giving respect to the individual, but of course addressing the situation, particularly if it has been done in a public setting and needs to be addressed publicly, address it publicly, but handle the individual in private. Okay, so as a leader, it's crucial that you deal with wrongdoing. Sweeping things under the carpet will only undermine your leadership skills. You are required to lead people in good times, in bad times, in times of chaos, in times of great understanding. You are required to lead people, so you cannot just delegate or ignore certain parts of your leadership that is definitely required from you. You have to deal with those issues. So these are my tips for you today. Please feel free to share this video with whoever you think needs to hear it. Until next time, from my heart to yours, do take it easy. Bye.